Hello, everyone. This is Devan Edwards, aka Devan the Connector, connecting you, yes, you, to the knowledge that will empower yourself. And I'm just inviting my amazing guest who should be coming on right now, and we'll get to the topic. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, there it is. Hey, I like it. That was easy. You won? I just pressed approve. Okay, I think yeah, I popped it back again. Approve. Add. It says no answer from live video guest. Did you get the request, Zay? Just waiting for my guest to come on. And today we'll be talking about the third day of Kwanzaa and the principle of it. Ujima. I'm just waiting for Xavier's. Okay, let's try one more time. Approve. Okay.
It says I didn't connect.
Okay, we're here.
Okay. Finally.
Hey.
Hi.
Can you see me clearly?
I can't.
Okay, let's start again. Hello everyone, this is the Van Edwards, aka the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. And with me today is my lovely, easy guest, my best friend, my partner, my queen, Xavier Prelo. He's joining us on this live to talk about Ujima. What is Ujima?
Yes.
Collective work and responsibility. And I love Xavier to share with us the definition of what Ujima is today.
Yes. It is to build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together. That's Ujama.
Very simple. I love it.
Yeah, so collective work and responsibility.
But for me, Ujama is like
being your own accountability partner and having accountability partners also. Because although like things, and we're realizing that things are our personal responsibility, and it is our personal responsibility to create and act often like I think you can agree that we take tasks more seriously when we know that there's someone guiding and encouraging us to do better. And in essence, like being our brother's keeper, being our sister's keeper, and whatnot. So what's your thoughts on drama?
I definitely agree.
Ujima.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I definitely believe that when there's a mission to achieve or a purpose to fulfill, it's better to do it as a team than as just by yourself. Because going back to what you said, having that accountability, it's going to motivate, keep everybody empowered, inspired. But even when times get hard, like, hey, and having people to remind each other, like, this is why we're doing it. And having a team is just important in any endeavor in life. Like, anything, having somebody do it, go through a process with you is a lot easier than being alone and doing something by yourself, because it's like, okay, maybe y'all can balance each other's weaknesses. So if you're good at something and I'm good at something else, when we come together, we're 2 times powerful versus me just doing something by myself. And so it just really holds you accountable. And then you're also, again, like, you fulfill your responsibility and then I fulfill my responsibility. Instead of one person trying to do everything, when we come together as a team and as a community, we can compress time frames. So yeah.
I agree. I don't remember which quote. It's African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I feel like that's a great metaphor, because let's say, for example, in every aspect of our life, we might metaphorically be children in handling those aspects of our life. So, like, for example, we've been unhealthy our whole lives, and we have no guidance on, like, health, for example. We're children in that aspect. We need a community, we need people to help guide us to, like, healthy habits or better lifestyle in that sense. And even financial, like mental, emotional. I feel like there should be, if you're a child in those areas, you should definitely seek a village to help you in that sense, because that is only a personal responsibility, but it's also an understanding that collective designed to help us grow and build for the future. Knowing that together everyone is using.
I agree. And there's also another African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And so I think that goes really well with this, because, again, collective work, everybody has a strength in something. And so if we do it together, I believe it'll be more of quality. And you'll build, not only that, you're building relationships, you're building, memories, you're building, it'll be good, because if I'm doing something by myself, I only can see it from one perspective with one mindset. But then, other people with their strengths, they bring their personal experiences from their lives and their strengths and their expertise. And again, it's going to be a bigger, better quality to fulfill that purpose. But then also just responsibility. I also believe that it's not fair to just give the responsibility to somebody else. Like, if we're trying to build something together for everyone, I feel like everybody should at least put their best foot forward to help. Because if you're looking to get something from that purpose or that mission, you should definitely put into it. You can't just expect to sit back and watch other people work hard and go after something and then have your hand out. And because being an enabler is not good for you or the community. So I feel like everybody needs to put what you can in, give your best, even if it's just an idea, but bring something to the table instead of just sitting back waiting for the project to be done, and then showing up first in line with your hands out.
Because nothing moves forward if your spirit's in lack. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna glide and not contribute to what I'm actually involved in. You know what I mean? And one thing that we in this in terms of personal responsibility is like focusing on our strengths and being that strength or whatever weakness that person has within you, and say, okay, how can I help this person build upon this, or how can I build upon this person's weakness, or these other things.
Yeah.
Relationships also is like, how can I compliment you in what you're going through, so to speak, that kind of equipment in exchange.
Yeah, and that's right on there what you were talking about, as far as like making our brothers and our sisters' problems our problems, and then helping to figure out to solve them. Because again, I do believe, yes, we're all on our own journey in life, but there are some things that I have experience in that maybe you've never expect. This is the perfect example. Like, there's some things that I've experienced just from being an American, and there's some things that you've experienced for being British. But whenever we talk and we exchange knowledge, we find out like, we learned a lot versus like, okay,
Yeah.
let me use an example. Let's say, okay, if somebody wanted to, let me think, if somebody wanted to lose weight, right? Because New Year's resolution coming up, and this is my first time ever trying to lose weight. But then you're like, oh well, I have all this information because I went to college for this. Oh, and by the way, my brother's a personal trainer. Like, that is working together instead of me spending hours trying to research all this stuff and not knowing anything about weight loss or the body. Literally, by opening up my mouth and having a conversation with you, you share your expertise from studying in university, and then also being connected with your brother. It's like, okay, that saved me so much time, energy, and effort, because he's been a personal trainer for however many years, and it just compressed time frames and it helped me. And then if there's something that builds a relationship with your brother, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful principle. I definitely think that it needs to be practiced and exercised in our community. And I feel like it is, when you don't know somebody, it is kind of hard to just trust people, but just because there are about 10 bad people in the world. There are about 10 bad people in the world. They just move around a lot. They move around really fast, and they move around a lot. But so it is hard to trust people, but I really hope, in the coming years, that we really learn to just be more open with each other and to love each other. And I feel like the more we become aligned with our own purpose, I feel like, we get closer to our authentic selves. So with that, the more that is, I feel like we can just give out love, and the more love that we give out, the more we receive. Just because I know, like, some people are just so afraid of being hurt and wrong, which is understandable. But I just, those 10 people, we just need to put them to the side. But I think, like, the more we just become our most authentic selves and we grow in this life, I feel like we'll begin to learn to love and trust each other, because it'll be our souls experiencing life together versus us just being not our best selves.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I love about this principle as well, because these principles are timeless. So these are designed to last generations when message like apply it and embody it. One thing I would like to encourage everyone to do going into that new decade is really think about and consider what collective work and responsibility means to you, and how that can like support aspects of your life. Like seek to have three problems that everyone's. So like, so you have a problem in your life. You have to ask yourself three questions. How can I solve this problem? Where can I go to this problem? Is this problem really a problem? Because sometimes the problem is not actually it's really mine. But those are three questions you can ask yourself and really connect to the core of what it is that can actually help us elevate and go forward. So yeah, any final words?
No, I think we hit it right on the nail. I just think that this is something we definitely need to implement within our community.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, I want to thank everyone that's going to come into this live, that's came into this live. This is Divine Edwards, aka connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Thank you again, Xavier, for joining us in this live discussion about funds a day free, Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Stay empowered, guys, and just remember, the connection continues. Take care. See you.